right, boys and girls, so as we've been talking about some characteristics of all scientists, one of them is they are experts at making really nice detailed observations. So when we talk about observations, it's using all of the five senses, not just sight. I know that's an easier one if we just focus on color. So scientists, before they do any experiment, they observe around them. They go into it and just kind of enjoy, observe using all the five senses. So as I'm scrolling through the video, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? They look closely as they come up with a question. And then they think, wow, I can turn that question perhaps into an experiment. Maybe it's something such as, why do I not see any birds currently in the trees? Where are they? Maybe it's, oh, why is the water looking a little greener today? Yesterday it was more clear. These are all questions that scientists might generally ask just to kind of start off with that problem and come up with an experiment as they analyze their data. So what I would like you guys to do is take on the role of scientists, okay? And kind of look around you at this beautiful nature. Remember I said science is everywhere. So if we look, we can't help if we see animals or if we don't. Those are questions that you can kind of ask, but I want you to observe, not just sight. What are you hearing? And that you'll have to listen carefully. Do you hear birds chirping? Do you hear water splashing? Do you hear kids screaming? What do you hear? And I know you cannot physically be at this very pond that I'm at, but what would you smell if you were there? And remember, scientists make it factual. It is not an opinion. It smells bad. Does it smell fresh? What does it smell like? Oop, I think I see is that a dragonfly if we zoom in closely? Or if you were here, what are some textures? So if you were touching maybe the water, the grass, leaves, trees, what would the touch be? Smooth? Is it rough? Is it silky? So think about nice adjectives that are factual. So right now I'm going to kind of stop talking so you can hear and make some general observations. Okay, so as I keep recording, I want you to practice taking on that role as a scientist, and I want you to think about an observation using each of your five senses except taste. So that would be sight, texture, touch, smell, and sound. I want you to come up with an observation for each of those five senses. You can either write it as a bullet list, or you can write it in a paragraph form. And absolutely you can write more than one using your senses. But when we think about sight, can we try not to focus just on color? Okay, maybe shape, maybe length, or more precisely a measurement that something is about 1 inch or 1 centimeter. Let's not always just focus on color. So again, I would like you to observe and come up with some observations using all of your five senses but taste. And it could be in a paragraph or just a list. And think like a fifth grader. When you're in science, you are a scientist. You are making observations that are factual and not opinion based. So keep on observing and be as precise as you can, and not just one word observations. That's not what scientists do. Dig a little deeper. And hopefully you enjoy this beautiful aspect of nature all around you. And we'll meet soon.